Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Mandy, and I just wanted to pop on here and let you guys know that in just about a minute or two I will explain everything in this planner and go through it all with you. But right now I'm just organizing it, punching the holes in for my happy planner punch, figuring out where exactly I wanted things, and then after I get them in those places, I show you exactly what is going on in this planner of mine and what it all entails. So stay tuned, just a couple minutes, if that, and I will get to explaining it. But I thought it would be cool for you guys to just kind of see my process in that. Thank you so much for being here. If you end up liking this video, please hit the like button for me to let me know. Comment down below, introduce yourself, or say hello if I haven't been able to talk to you in a while. And thank you for being here, and I hope that you enjoy the video. Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mandy, and I'm really excited that you are here today. Today I am showing you my planner setup for my homeschool planner, and I'm just really excited because as I was creating this, I definitely knew how much I needed it and how excited I am about school now, and how excited I am about not just having my planner, but incorporating it into my mom life as well. So this is going to not only be my homeschool planner, but it is going to be my home planner. It's all of it. It's what's going on here in my life right now, and this is what it's going to be. But I really want to show you guys just how I organized and set up my homeschool planner. So thank you for joining me. Hit the like button if you end up liking this video or like anything homeschool wise, because I am definitely open to sharing a lot of homeschool stuff with you guys, and actually really wanting to. I know that may not be how a lot of you guys came to find my channel, but it is definitely where my life is kind of going in one of the directions that I'm going in anyway, and I would love for you to join me in the journey. So let's get into it. Okay, so if you have not considered subscribing and all of that sounded really good to you, please consider subscribing now or at the end of the video, whenever you remember or can. I also want to let you guys know that, as I mentioned, mom life, I am filming this with my kids in the other room. They have a they both have a cold, and they're in different stages. I've got my dog walking around. You just heard him shake, and you know, it's just not realistic for me to film every video away from them, and in order to get content out for you guys, and as much as going on in my head and my ideas, I kind of have to do some filming with all of that around. So I really hope that you guys don't mind. Let me know in the comments below if you can relate. So as I mentioned, this is a little bit different of a planner that you've seen on my channel, and to be honest, there might be a lot of these kinds of changes just because with me starting homeschool, I have more dedicated to my mom life than ever, and you know, that's why I'm home with my kids. It's for them. And so I'm really excited that this planner is basically dedicated to me homeschooling, my mom life, and all of that good stuff. So yes, I still have my other planner. I just haven't figured out yet how exactly I want to organize it into this or not, and just do everything new myself, which sorry about that, they're playing. Oh man. Okay, let's get to this though. So the reason I'm open to September is because honestly, August has been just a little bit of a, honestly, August, I've not even started school yet when I have, you know, opened up this planner and starting this video right now. But I will show you that you will be able to tell that it is not all like beauty and, you know, I definitely, August is me figuring out how I want it to be organized. So here we go. Okay, so let's just start with the fact that I'm in a Happy Planner Big, and yep, it's an old planner. I've had this Happy Planner Big for like a year, maybe a little bit more now, because I thought it was beautiful. And I'm trying to think if I may have ordered it on accident, thinking it was a classic Happy Planner when I was ordering different planners on a sale. And it was one of those like beautiful mistakes because just, I mean, I'm not even used to filming, you guys. I'm not used to filming with a big because as you can see, like it takes up the whole screen. So hopefully I got everything in there, but it's so pretty. I have not taken these front pages out because I love them, but that's always been my issue is I love pages, but then don't see the use for them in the moment. So I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna leave this one in there for now. And I'm gonna take these pages out, and I have been teetering around wondering if I should keep this as like my opening cover page, because this next section, it says July. I don't know if I want to have it as my opening cover page because I do want to be able to reuse all of this planner if I want that option in the future. But for right now, I just have a little paper clip because this first section is my mom section. I call it my mama section. I created this in Canva and it is literally called mama section. So because I love, let me see if I could find them. I wrote in this planner at some points too, as you can see. So at the end of each month, you guys all know Happy Planner has these really cool like previous or preview to the next month type of page, right? But it is on or double-sided with the last page of the last week of the month. And I love these so much, but what happened was I used a couple of them, as you can see, like I used October. I don't know, trying to find a way to use this, but it wasn't happening consistently. So I used the one in October that is for November, and as you can see, like some of the dates are going to be wrong, but I just loved what it looked like and the idea of it. So I went ahead and made something on my own. So I'm thinking that I will have like maybe a cover or something here, and this will go on the inside of it, and this will go on the inside of every month, and I will have something a little different for every month. So, but kind of the same style. And the lovely thing about me being able to create my own things is that if I get tired of the layout, I can totally change it. But I really liked this overall notes page. I didn't make it to where it had to be something specific in each section because I just loved the overall notes of anything. You can have a list, whatever. So for my mama section, I have that for the month. I have note paper, very much needed. I have this, which is kind of similar to like a grading page or something, or an attendance page, but what I'm going to use it for, or the idea anyway, is the last time because we are a family of 5 and we are having random things come up where I'm like, when was the last time we did that? Like a dentist appointment or whatever. So I'm thinking that might end up being here. And if this layout doesn't work, at least it's a good idea for the month, and then I can switch it out next month with however better works. More notes page. I have a monthly overview here. And here is, I don't have the times here, but when I created this, I originally had times of the day here for like a vision of how I want each weekday to go. This is more of like a weekday thing. I don't have the weekends on here because that's a totally different way of planning for me and our family. So this is more of like the week during the week. And then if anything comes up on a weekend, I plan on kind of jotting it down here. But this could also be a running to-do list or something. So I didn't label it. I originally had it labeled as schedule, but because this is my mama section, I'm keeping it like this, and then I have that option. And then I have an option for lists here and so forth. So that's kind of the idea here. Here is a list for different categories. As you can see, I have started making categories. I just haven't actually assigned them names yet, but it's looking like this is like YouTube and Etsy shop. This is my personal, and this is home. That's kind of what it's looking. I honestly could probably have another one of these on the other side if I need to, because I do have that many different categories going on in my head. But I made this in case, you know, I did want something like that but didn't need so much. This also goes with my homeschool section, but again, this is my mama section, so I'm testing a lot of these papers out for how I want to use them for me personally. You all know, if you've seen any of my videos, you all know I love my routines, and I have a whole page for that because these routines reflect steps towards my goals. So my goals are not in here just yet, but I have a few videos on what my goals are, and the most recent one is, you know, geared towards, or these are geared towards those goals. So I definitely have these in there for the week. Okay, so we have monthly, 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 and I'm not sure if this is going to be monthly or weekly. We'll see how I end up using this or how often I do. And then we go into a week. So every week I will print up a new page here, and then it is attached to my meal plan or meal menu and any plans for the week that affect our meals. And then I also have a blank version in case I want to pre-plan for the next week, or just have more room to jot down some things, like, for example, the grocery list that, you know, I didn't use for this side. I don't know. One page sometimes isn't enough when I'm trying to think and write down everything for our meals. So I really liked the idea of having these labeled and then this not. And then on the other side, I have another routines page. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this because I have this routines page and it's set up, and I don't want to have to go to too many different places. But this I thought about at least getting me in the habit of homeschool stuff and checking, and this could be geared towards just me getting in routines for homeschool stuff with my son. This is set up for my goals, but you will see this in my homeschool section in just a minute. This is set up because I typically have a good 5 to 8 goals ongoing for the year. And no, I can't focus on all 8 or whatever number I just said. I think it's 7 every single day, but I can make small steps towards them, or at least be aware of them. So this is a nice little sheet to write out for that. So for example, if my home goal was like to cook more, I could write here ordering every plate meals 3 times a week, meal planning, I'm thinking of my own meal planning set day on Wednesdays, you know, and I can kind of check off that that is happening this week. And this could also be used for the month if I find that this doesn't end up getting, you know, used all the time throughout the week. And then here is, I love this page, our family meeting. So again, this might be a monthly thing, this section or these couple pages here, depending on how much we get to it. The idea is that it's a weekly thing because part of my goals is to do family meetings weekly or a couple times a week. My kids cannot, you know, sit through this whole thing in one day, so visiting it about 3 to 4 times a week. But if that can't happen, it could be a monthly thing. So, and then we have notes, and then I'm probably going to put either a little divider here, sorry, they're tucking in the back, or I might just leave it like this. And then this is where homeschool starts. I have year at a glance. So as you can see, this is very similar to my goals page, but I chose to use this as my year at a glance. So I just started writing in the months, and our first day is the 16th. And I'm gonna start writing in different holidays probably first, or breaks. I need to pull my son's school calendar and just kind of fill that out. And then on the other side, I have attendance. I started sectioning off the first day of school. I'm probably going to do something for learning periods and all of that. I don't necessarily have to, I do have to take attendance, but it's, I don't have to do it on paper. I don't have to do it on paper, but I am a paper pen kind of girl, obviously. I have a paper planner, and I'm probably going to do some things with that. And when I say routines on this page, it might mean my morning routine to take attendance, or, you know, maybe even my night routine, to just check off that we were there that day. Because we do have to do it for every learning period. And I want this to be a calendar where I can show the learning periods. It's basically going to reflect the calendar that my son's charter school has. So that way I know when the learning periods are, I know when the breaks are considered, and all of that. Now, I think my paper was in a little crooked, but that's okay. This is for me, but the idea is also that I might put it in my son's planner, or print a different one that's more, you know, straight in my son's planner, so he knows the website, username, and password, with maybe any notes that I have for him here. But I'm gonna have a copy as well. And then on the other side, my idea for this page is that I have what curriculum I'm using. So obviously I use these pages for many different things. This is for what curriculum I'm either using or want to research, or have not bought yet. So that's definitely something that I'll probably use. And you know what? Some things may change, because some things are supported by the charter school, and you know, I may use a totally different system, but for now, that's the idea for the different curriculum I've got going on in my head. This may or may not be a monthly thing, which is why I printed it on here. These are more like annual sheets so far. So this we'll use for the year, this we'll use for the year, and if I find that this doesn't work, I'll reprint this double-sided, because maybe there's even more than 8 places to go. We'll see. I have a couple pages for grading. This I printed, and I noticed just all the space, wasted space, so I fixed it and reprinted a double-sided. I was just gonna have one double-sided, but I don't like wasting, so I put this in there just in case. So we'll see if we even need this one. And we'll see if I even need to grade, but it's there in case I need to start and I don't have to go to the step of like printing things up. Okay, so now we're in the actual month of August, and you will see that I used the August sheet that came with this planner. I pasted it to the inside of the August monthly, because again, this is old and the dates were all wrong. If there were any important dates listed here, they would be wrong. So I pasted it here. There's nothing going on in August, obviously, but and then I used just regular copy paper for these, because again, I was trying things out. So I'm just gonna flip through August, and then I'll explain things for September. So I'm still just trying things out for August, and I'm pretty much going to use this layout for August. I'm already starting to plan some things. We only have a couple weeks. I have some curriculum planning going on here. Not sure if I'm going to use this system, but I had it in my Classic Happy Planner and decided to put it in here, so I knew. This was this week that I'm filming right now. This was our weekly plans, and as you can see, I needed a whole nother sheet for notes and stuff, so that's kind of why in my mama section I have 2 of those. So I highly recommend, when you're starting something out, using paper that, you know, you don't feel bad wasting, just trying different things out and seeing how you like to notate things and organize things. So that's the end of August. Now I'm going to show you September, which is pretty much set up for how I have felt really good about organizing things for August so far. And here we go. So September, I also like that I created my own because I don't have to have all the important dates here. This could be a totally different type of section. So I have a notes page for the month. It could be currently, whatever you want to call it. I did print up a couple of the pages on regular copy paper, but you'll see after these 2 pages. You may not even see it, but I definitely feel it and see it. I don't mind regular copy paper, but I did get some 32-pound and I'm excited to use it. So this is my monthly vision. Again, weekends are not on here. I'll just notate things that might be going on here. We keep track of things going on the weekends in other areas. So if that bothers me, I may have to make some adjustments, but otherwise I love this. I love the look of this. And then here is an overall monthly as well. So because I love this sheet so much, I have 2 monthlies. I love monthlies. You guys know that I do a lot of tracking, so I will figure out what's best for tracking for myself with this. This is kind of something I like for my personal use, and then I like this for homeschool. That's how I am going so far anyway, you guys. I have this section. I don't have the label here, but I have it labeled on the weekly as spelling. So as you can see, it's very similar, but this is kind of just like a running to-do list for the month for homeschool items only. I have different things down here. It definitely replicates the weekly view, and I may use it that way in a monthly perspective, if that makes any sense. So this is set up for September. It is blank labeled, so I will label it all myself. I don't mind at all. But I do have little inspirational pictures that, or graphics that I used and I love. Then we have, for the month, we have lists again. We have category lists again, and then it goes into the weekly. I like to write down our spelling words here because as I give my son his spelling tests, I like to read them from here because usually he's using the book. And yes, so this is all for me, although I have it set up in case I would like it for my son as well. So we'll see if we end up using something similar for him, but for now, this is my homeschool setup to work on with him. So I have another weekly, and another weekly. There's quite a few. I think there's 4. Is there 4 or 5 in September? And then at the end, I just have notes pages. So this was an original copy paper one that I printed to see if I liked it. I'm not sure if every month I'll have this many notes pages in there. We'll see after these months if I need that many note pages, but if not, I just have one on the back, and then it will go into the next month, and basically same as my September will be October, and I have different themed graphics for that. So I basically will always have my mom section. We'll see if I like having that at the beginning, and if I end up taking months out as we go. I'm not sure if that is what I'm going to do, or if maybe I will take the month and move it to the back. I'm not sure. It depends on how bulky or whatnot this is. I do want to mention that many of you guys have seen my regular classic sized happy planner. You might be like, oh no, what is she doing moving from that? I'm not sure, but I would definitely like to try out, most likely August and September. I'm going to try and see if keeping track of all things, you know, from my other planner, like all daily type things in here is what works for me. And if it does, it's going to be so much more functional and productive and easier, I think, you guys. So my whole idea is that I will be able to do home and family, wellness, YouTube, my printables and inserts shop. All of that will hopefully be in just this one little section. But then, you know, you got to think like, well, are you going to do budgeting in there? Are you going to do faith in there and all of that? So we'll see, but this, at least for now, is my daily home, family wellness maybe, because I thought of this being a wellness spread as well. Just, we'll see. And you guys know that I love creating things that work for me, and I'm sure that I will create more and do even something different with this, because I love different things for the season. I mean, I change the ways that I, you know, plan, and I change my themes up a lot, and I love that. And if something's not working exactly, I will make some changes to make it work. So that, on top of that, having just the passion for creating my own planner stuff. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. Hit the like button to let me know if you did enjoy it. What are you guys doing? Do you guys use a homeschool planner? Do you guys need a homeschool planner? Do you guys see anything here that would be useful to you, and how you would use it? Let me know. And if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. I am at Mandy_Chavez Chapters, and I'm really excited to start sharing a lot more of this kind of stuff with you guys, in addition to what I already share. So don't fret, I am still in that classic happy planner, and I will most likely be sharing stuff as I transition and figure things out with you guys. You guys know that I don't try to have it all pretty and ready for you guys. I take you on the journey. So all right, you guys, I hope you'll consider subscribing after all of that, and I will see you guys for my next video. Bye.